Hey, what's up everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so I came from my therapy session just now. We ran past the time today, man. I was in there for about an hour and 25 minutes. It's good session. I had to sign some paperwork for her in order for her to be able to speak with my uncle. I just texted them right now, let them know that paperwork is signed, and she said she'll be able to call them next week, if not sooner, if she has any cancellations. So that's really what it is. She's booked this week. So, but I got somewhere with her in regards to talking about some things. I think this was one of the times where I really was down. Not necessarily down when I walked in, but once we started talking about some of the issues, I really started feeling that people feel when they do therapy sessions, and they start talking about certain things that really get to you. I think that's what this was. I had one of those today. Wasn't crying or nothing like that, but had to really get to the crux of how I view certain things and why I haven't done certain things. And I start feeling myself feeling like a child trying to express myself. And I talked about the shame of some of what it is that I've gone through and how ultimately I've been failing at overcoming a lot of this for which I struggle with. So I just think we got somewhere as it pertains to her being able to see me in a more vulnerable position, space or whatever. So I like today's session. Talking about triggers and things next week is what we're gonna plan out, and she asked me to more or less come to a place where it's easy for me to kind of approach certain things, not necessarily jumping into the ocean as an analogy, but stepping into the water, you know, putting a toe in the water, so to speak, that kind of thing. So I think that's what we're going to try to do. She gave me a task of looking for 5 jobs that I would want to otherwise be willing to work if I would choose to, and just bring back those jobs, like just do a little job search. And if I decide I don't want to do it, tell her what is going on in my head that would keep me from doing so. It's not really about me looking up any jobs. It's about what happens when I do, and will I be stressed if I'm looking for work. You know, just try to put my toe in the water and get my mind in a space where being active at a job is something that I would be happy about doing again. So I think that that's a good practice. We'll see if I'm actually able to do it. I'm starting to realize I have a thing about not wanting to do any take-home work of any kind. So we'll see if I'm able to overcome that and actually look for some for what it is she asked me to look for. But I told her I'm not against it. I don't think looking for work is stressful to me. I think actually going to a job is stressful. Doing the shifts, not necessarily looking for work, so long as I ain't got to show up. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So we'll see what comes of that. But my next session will be on the 14th, which I think is either a Thursday or a Friday at 1 o'clock. So that's what it is. Good news about the train station, they're not asking you to pay to leave. For those who remember what I said about North Hollywood Station, they don't want you to pay to leave. They just want to give you a transfer. They essentially want to make sure you paid to get in. So that makes it a lot easier knowing I ain't got to pay double. They're going to give you a transfer. Now, I don't know if you're paying for that transfer, but it ain't going to be you paying full price to leave after paying full price to come in. So it's not like you got to pay to get on the train when you're getting off of it. But that's pretty much what it is, man. So that was good information that I got going to that place today. With like 30 cops outside of the front desk, which I thought was a little bizarre, man. It's like, I get it, you're trying to enforce this, but Jesus Christ, man. Seriously. It's a little ridiculous how they do it. But yeah, man. There's a Panda Express opening up here. No kidding. Anyway, just want to give y'all an update, man. It was a good therapy session. I always enjoy sitting down with Lydia. I feel very comfortable with Lydia. I think she's good at what she does. I think my family wants, and myself want, faster solutions. But if I have a choice, I'm not going to be switching out my therapist at all. I'm not interested in dropping her at all, man. I really ain't. I like what we're doing here, and I think I'm coming to the conclusions that I'm expected to receive, and I'm giving her the idea of what my expectations are and what I think is wrong, or what I'm putting things out there like, yo, I think I might have something rare, or these things may be what triggers me into certain spaces. So I'm trying to be more open than I'm actually able to with the little short amount of time that we have to really talk. But I think we really got somewhere today, and that's what I want to say, man. I don't think this is something that needs to be adjusted. We just got to work this process out, and I'm ready to do the work as it pertains to making me better as a mind. You know what I mean? As somebody who can do the work that needs to be done to get his mental health where it needs to go. So it's not about me not being willing in any way. I'm definitely willing. So I just want to tell everybody that, man, and hopefully within that space, we can have some breakthroughs or learn some coping mechanisms or whatever, whether SSI is coming or not. That's really what it's about. If it ain't coming, then I do need to get better. And so this is the avenue from which I think I can, and hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we can create the environment for where that's not even something to question. So that's pretty much what I gotta say. My name is BDL44. I thank y'all for watching.